Hello, just a quick video to explain you something regarding the keyframes and the usage with the different scenes that I've made on this project. So here, for example, if you have a look at this scene, which is called début, it means beginning in French. So début were the original colors I made for LAH. I did a slight modification for this one, but you see that it has no background for there, and it used to be triggered by the keyframe that is called exactly the same name, because I usually use the same name, so it's easier to find out later on. So début used to to trigger the debut scene. When I worked on the new version, so you see here the new version with the background that is now the one running, you see that début, the keyframe, is now referring to another scene you see here that is called beginning. So if you want to change the scene that will be loaded when the keyframe will be triggered by the or found by the system, what you need to do is select the keyframe, then to show what its parameters. Sorry. So you see that it's linked to LAH 112-2 for this one. So you delete it, and you select the new scene you want to trigger. For example, let's say this one. And you click again to color. It will generate a new keyframe that you can name the way you want, and then doing so, this new keyframe will trigger the new one. You can replace and use the same name, and the old one, the old scene, is not used anymore. So this is how you can change the keyframe to a new scene. You need to pay attention for something, because, for example, if you have a look at let's say, I don't know, smart missile, for example. Okay, smart missile. So what you see here is that we have a replace sequence, and this sequence is only 1 frame long, and I've got a lot of, for each frames it's 1 by 1 frame. So this is a choice I've made during the project, because I realized that it was really hard to have a whole scene that is working properly on real pin. So I had to do frame by frame. So I splitted all the more or less all the scenes I had frame by frame, and I created some keyframes also frame by frame. So you need to pay attention, because if you want to replace the whole sequence of smart missile, you don't have to replace only the first keyframe, but you have to replace all the keyframes one by one for each sequence, you see. Or the other option is to delete. You delete all the you delete all the keyframes here, and you just have the first one remaining, and then the first one will trigger a long new sequence with, I don't know, let's say 50 frames, for example. So pay attention for that, because depending on the frame you want to use, or the sequence you want to replace, sometimes, usually it will be frame by frame. Sometimes it's a whole scene, like this one. This one is a scene with different frames in that, because it's the same length on virtual pin and on real pin, but for other sequences it was not working properly, so I needed to split the scenes again. So well, I hope that it helps you understand a bit about how you can do that, and if ever it's not exactly what you were looking for, just let me know. Bye.